If you want 2026 to be different, you need one thing. Not motivation, not a perfect plan, not a New Year's resolution. One habit. And if you build this one habit, every other part of your life will rise with it. Today, I'll show you what it is and how to install it into your life permanently. Welcome to the Ascent Club, where we talk about habits, systems, and winning your own life. If you're tired of repeating the same year over and over, this is your video. Because 2026 will not magically be different, unless you are. Every year, millions of people say the same thing. This year will be different. But life doesn't change in January. Life changes the moment you change your behavior. And the most important behavior you can ever build is the habit of doing what you said you would do. It sounds small, but almost every problem in your life right now, your fitness, your money, your discipline, your confidence, comes back to one pattern. You break promises to yourself. 2026 becomes a different year the moment you stop doing that. So here it is, the one habit that rewires your entire identity. Do one non-negotiable task every single day. Just one. Not 20, not 10, not even 3. One task that moves your life forward. No excuses, no skipping, no negotiation. This is how momentum begins. People fail because they think they need massive action. You don't. You need proof. Proof that you can rely on yourself. Proof that your future self can trust your current self. Once your mind sees you completing one meaningful thing every day, it starts upgrading your identity automatically. I'm someone who follows through. I'm someone who gets things done. I'm someone moving upward. That identity shift is what makes the next tasks easier, and suddenly, your entire life starts bending in your favor. And you start to feel like you are on the ascent. Here is how to build this habit. First, choose a task that actually moves your life. Not chores, not errands. The task must push your future forward, like a 20-minute workout, applying to one opportunity, scripting one video, studying for 30 minutes, working on your business for one focused block, or reaching out to someone who can change your trajectory. Something that builds your body, your skills, your income, or your future. I know this might seem overwhelming at first, but there's a simple system to make it easier. And that is, start small. No big leaps. Don't try to do 100 push-ups at a go, or wake up at 5 a.m. every morning when you've been waking up at 7 a.m. all your life. Start small, and work your way up from there. In no time, you'll feel more in tune to this new identity you're building, and you'll start to do everything you set out to, without too much effort. When I started working out this year, I could only do 10 push-ups, and even that was a struggle. But now, after more than 200 consistent days, I can do 150 at a go. And my body and mind is very thankful for it. That's not to even talk about the compliments I get daily. Second, set the rule. You do it every day, no matter what. Tired? Busy? Not in the mood? It does not matter. This habit works because it forces your brain to stop depending on motivation. On days when you feel like you can't, start small. Do the smallest iteration of the task. A 20-minute workout? Start with a 1-minute stretch, or 5 push-ups. Rest if you have to, and go again. In no time, you'd find yourself doing more than you set out to. And remember, you're not in a competition with anyone. Third, track it visually. Humans respond better to streaks. Put a calendar on your wall, or a Notion board if that's more your thing. Every day you complete your non-negotiable task, mark a giant X. Your only job is to not break the chain. Fourth, make it impossible to fail. Lower the barrier. If your task is, work on my body, your minimum might be just 10 push-ups. If your task is, build my income, your minimum might be 20 minutes of focused work. You can always do more, but your minimum has to be something you can do even on your worst days. When I first started working out, my daily target was 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and 100 sit-ups. But my minimum? Just 30 push-ups. That's it. So on days when I felt awful, or when I was traveling, I still hit 30. And even though it was small, I felt that sense of completion because I kept my promise to myself. Fifth, do a Sunday reset. Review your streak. What worked, what didn't work, why it didn't work, and what needs adjusting. One weekly check-in prevents the habit from quietly dying. Sixth, find like-minded people. This isn't essential, but it makes the journey easier. If you can surround yourself with people who are moving in the same direction, it fuels your momentum. Remember, your life always reflects the company you keep. Your brain has two versions of you, the version you want to be and the version you've been. Most people spend their whole life obeying the weaker version, the one that avoids discomfort. But when you complete one non-negotiable task every day, something profound happens. Your stronger self starts winning more battles. And your life is shaped by the battles you win consistently. One day you'll look back and realize the results, the money, the discipline, the confidence, didn't come from massive heroic effort. They came from one simple habit done relentlessly. Consistency beats intensity. Identity beats motivation. Systems beat dreams. If you want 2026 to be different, don't wait for January. Don't wait for motivation. Start today. Choose one habit, one task, one promise you refuse to break. And start small, because once you master following through, you become unstoppable. You become someone your future can rely on, and you begin your ascent. This is the Ascent Club. If you want more videos on habits, systems, discipline, and becoming a better you, subscribe and join us. Your new life starts with one task. Do it today.